If you don't like it, beat it, because no one wants to be defeated. And welcome everyone to this SmackDown, well, WWE SmackDown and 205 Live review. The show from March 13th, 2018. So starting off with the SmackDown results from March 13th, 2018 in Indianapolis, Indiana. Your commentators Tom Phillips, Byron Saxton, and Corey Graves. Let's get right to where I left off after the first one I did, which it was due to technical difficulties. Welcome back, TM. Yeah, again, nice beer again. I know. Thank you for that again. So let's start again. So AJ Styles, the WWE champion, comes out after, basically this is the SmackDown after Fastlane pay-per-view, which was a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, where AJ Styles comes out. He's getting some good AJ Styles chant from the crowd of Indianapolis. He talks about how, well, first he welcomes everyone to SmackDown, the house that AJ Styles built. The whole thing with that he gets so fired up and everything. So AJ Styles talks about with all the odds stacked against him back on Sunday. He admits that when Cena took him out on the broadcast table, that he was in trouble and even started to buy into the odds. But he said unbelievable, not possible. Talks about how he found a way to still remaining the WWE champion, and he points at the sign that he's going to WrestleMania. This whole thing, pointing to WrestleMania. Even though there's no WrestleMania sign there, but still, I get the point. Also make the crowds chanting "You deserve it" to AJ Styles. That overdone chant of "You deserve it" and everything. And basically AJ Styles says he earned it, which he did. He's been earning it for a long ass time. And now he gets his dream match against Shinsuke Nakamura. And guess what? I get that dream match too. We all get that dream match. Even though we already had the dream match back in Wrestle Kingdom, which it was in Japan Pro Wrestling. But now we get the second dream match between AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship, and it's going to happen in the platform of the WWE WrestleMania 34, the grand stage of them all, and we can't wait for that one. And when it comes to AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, basically when it comes to the main event of WrestleMania, no matter what match this is going to end up in the card of WrestleMania, AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship will be my WrestleMania main event. I don't care about what is going to be on the closing show of WrestleMania. What comes to the main what the main event is going to be. Don't care what the rumor is if it's going to be Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. That's going to be the one that's going to close the show. Don't care if their main plan of Roman Reigns versus the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar, that's going to be the main event. Or some people think maybe it's going to be John Cena versus The Undertaker. That's going to be the one that's going to close out WrestleMania. Some people basically when it comes to woman power, that it will be either Asuka versus the WWE SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. Don't matter, because at the end of the day, to me, when it comes to WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans, my WrestleMania main event will be AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I almost said AJ Nakamura there. Oh my god, that's good. That's gonna be a botch. But yeah, and I can't wait. But speaking of Shinsuke Nakamura, also AJ Styles is being confirmed by the Royal Rumble winner of 2018, the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. Mr. Rick and Jay, Rob, you have heard the rumor when it's pertains to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for Mania. If you don't, you want me to tell you? I don't know yet. After last night, watching SmackDown, Shane McMahon made that match between it's gonna be Owens and Zayn, but knowing WWE after what happened last night, which I'll get to that part later. What's going on with Shane McMahon? Yeah, I'll get to that later. But actually, I don't know actually, but you could still write it down though. That I could read about it. and I won't say it though. But yeah, let me know in the live comments though. That way I'll know, because I didn't hear anything about it yet. So, what I heard so far is going to be Owens versus Zayn. But after what happened with Shane McMahon, it's going to change by next week though. But if you know anything, let me know in the live comments there. Because I didn't know, I don't know what you're going to tell me about that one. Because I haven't heard about it. So anyways, so we get Shinsuke Nakamura coming out doing his entire entrance into that. I think we get doing chance between AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. But the big question is, which was louder? Was it AJ Styles or Shinsuke Nakamura? AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura. Who was more louder? Who was more louder? Don't matter. Because these two are be crashing together, and people are loving these two. Okay, let me see. Mr. Rick and Jay, what's this here? Thanks for letting me know about that, Mr. Ricky J. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that. When that comes out. I'm not gonna spoil it yet. For anyone. Basically, when it comes to my subscribers. Basically, wow, really? Wow, that's something. Damn, really? What? We'll see how we'll see how that plays out on TV. I'm not gonna say anything about that yet. We'll see how that plays out on TV first. Ridiculous, really? Well, I mean, if it's now a spoiler thing, and if that's really and that's really gonna be the match. Wow, holy shit. But I don't know. Gino, I like both. I mean, I like both. But I'm more of an AJ Styles fan. Maybe because I didn't follow Nakamura in New Japan Pro Wrestling. That's fine though. Not everyone follows Shinsuke Nakamura when it comes to New Japan. And yeah, and plus AJ Styles, he's obviously a phenomenal wrestler either way. But I prefer Shinsuke Nakamura even better. I'm just saying. TM. I don't want to see kids. I don't want. Okay. I don't want to see a kids cartoon host a wrestler. I'm wrestler John Cena. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean, TM. What you talking about? I don't know what John Cena's got anything to do with this one, but let me know more if that way I'll know, because I don't know what you're talking. I really don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, so we get Nakamura coming out there. He says basically he ain't saying much. Oh, because he can't, because he's his only his language is let me see, TM Steve from Blue's Clues. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Okay, I did hear about that. I didn't know what you mean by that, but when you first said about a kids cartoon, yeah, I know. I heard that John Cena's gonna be it's gonna be the new Steve for Blue's Clues, and and to be honest with you, I really don't give a fuck. TM wanted to fight John Cena. So the kids want to fight John Cena for that, because of that. Is that what you mean? Well, I don't blame them. But anyways, so Nakamura comes out, like I said, and he basically lets AJ Styles know. Basically talks about how AJ Styles being champion, because he wants him to stay as champion, and he says and how everyone likes him, and he says how everyone likes Nakamura too. And he says that he respects AJ Styles, and he knows that AJ Styles respects Nakamura too. And he says at WrestleMania, dreams come true. And he says Nakamura's dream, need to face and become champion. So yeah, looking forward for that, folks. Between the Rumble winner of 2018, Shinsuke Nakamura, the King of Strong Style, versus the WWE champion, AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, going at it at WrestleMania 34. I'm just saying. All right. Check this out. The King of Strong Style, but the king, the crown, and then you got the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. I'm just saying. All right, enough of this. So yeah, and that's all set up. And then Rusev and Aiden English comes out. Like, what the hell's going on here? They're ruining this. To me, they're ruining this moment here. And let me see, Mr. Rick and Jay, what you got here? Okay, well, since Cena is no longer on the show, SmackDown is the AJ and Nakamura show. Yes, it is, and I couldn't be more happier. Like, seriously, no more fuckboy Buckethead on SmackDown for now, because remember, he's because according to WWE's storyline, he's still a free agent, which makes no fucking sense. But hopefully he stays away from SmackDown, and he stays on Raw, because Raw to me is not doing it for me anymore. SmackDown right now is doing it for me right now. Until something change. When it comes to the head writer of SmackDown, the Royal Dog, Jesse James. So we get to the match between AJ Styles versus Rusev, non-title match. You got Aiden English at ringside and Nakamura sitting next to the commentators at ringside. Now, yeah, Nakamura didn't talk. He didn't have no headsets on. He was just there to watch the match and everything, and look out for AJ Styles. So the match happens between Rusev and AJ Styles, and it was a pretty good match. Now, keep in mind, folks, these two were supposed to have a match before, back in 2017. But that changed plans because John Cena came by and played politics like a motherfucker. But we had this match between Styles and Rusev. It was going very good. It was a very good match. Styles got Rusev into the calf killer. Basically, I'm coming close to the end of the match here. And then so then Aiden English comes into the match and attacks Styles, causes a DQ. And we had Rusev and Nakamura. Rusev and Aiden English starts beating up on AJ Styles while Nakamura was looking on. And he gets up from the seat very slowly, takes off his shirt very slowly, and gets in the ring and starts kicking ass to Rusev and Aiden English. Took him long enough, but yeah. And then also Styles is sitting near the corner. For sitting on the beatdown from Rusev and English. And Nakamura points out the sign of WrestleMania, and basically let AJ Styles know, he's ready for him at WrestleMania. So, and there you go. Next we get to Dasha interviewing Big E. And as I'm watching this interview from backstage, I'm saying to myself, okay, Big E is there. So, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, where's Kofi Kingston? And I know Xavier Woods was going to be there, because I think Xavier Woods is seriously hurt from that spot that they did from Fastlane. If any of you don't know, Xavier Woods may have a spinal injury, something like that. I don't know if that's true or not, but I haven't looked up to that much, because I don't care, to be honest with you, because after the New Day, ever since they became this whole unicorn, My Little Pony, rainbows, booty-os, booty juice, and ice cream, booty, whatever, all that, and then there's these booty pancakes and everything, all that gyrating, that twerking, all fucking faggot ass bullshit. I don't give a fuck about what happened with these guys. So I was wondering what happened with Kofi Kingston, because I know Xavier Woods is not there, but I'm wondering what happened with Kofi Kingston. But so Big E was interviewed by Dasha, and basically Big E talks about how Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods ain't there, unfortunately, because of the Bludgeon Brothers being down on the New Day and on the Usos too, by the way. But basically Big E was concerned about his brothers, or should I say his boyfriends. Big E was talking very seriously So basically, he stopped acting like a bitch. He stopped acting like a faggot. He stopped acting like he wants to get fucked in the ass. He stopped acting like he's a fruitcake, for once, and started acting all serious. When it comes to what happened to his brothers because of what the Bloodspurs did to his New Day brothers, or should I say again his New Day bitches. So anyways, so Big E, was acting all serious and everything, and I see myself, fuck you, Big E. I don't give a fuck. Too little, too late, Big E, to go back to being what you used to be. Too little, too late. You're still a fucking faggot. So also, we get Jimmy Uso showing up, and Jimmy Uso talks about how Jey Uso, his brother, was taken out too by the Russian brothers, who couldn't be there. So then Jimmy Uso wants to team up with Big E to go up against the Bludgeon Brothers. So they agree. Basically, Big E, I mean, Big E agrees to it. So we get to the match. But before we do, WWE once again announces that Kid Rock's going to be in the Hall of Fame, because of the WWE Hall of Fame. And I also need to forgot to mention this too, by the way. You know, while they were showing the video package of Kid Rock going to the Hall of Fame, you know, basically the first minutes of the video package, they show a couple of other celebrities that are in the Hall of Fame. When it comes to the celebrity wing, WWE Hall of Fame. And I see myself, wow, WWE, you want to talk about the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame? What about Cyndi Lauper? How about we putting Cyndi Lauper into the Hall of Fame before we put in Kid Rock? Now, and again, when I said this on my Raw review, I'm not saying that that Kid Rock doesn't deserve it. Of course, Kid Rock deserves it. He's done a lot for WWE. He's done performances for WWE when it comes to his singing, and he's got his songs that for WWE pay-per-views. He's even got a song, American Badass, for Undertaker's gimmick, the American Badass. So yeah, Kid Rock has done a lot for WWE, and he does deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. He's even been in tribute to the troops when it comes to singing performance. So yeah, Kid Rock has contributed to WWE, which is why he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. When it comes to being in the celebrity wing. And some people may not like this too when I say this, but yeah, it's my opinion, and it doesn't mean I like the guy, but in my opinion, Donald Trump also deserves his rightful place in the Hall of Fame too. That doesn't mean that I like Donald Trump. I still fucking hate Donald Trump because he's a fucking dumbass, and he should not be a fucking our president. But Donald Trump also was has contributed to the WWE too when it comes to WrestleMania, and not just because of the Battle of the Billionaires, but because of WrestleMania 4 and WrestleMania 5. And also when it comes to Donald Trump being on Raw numerous times, when it comes to Donald Trump being the owner of Raw at one point, storyline wise. And yeah, Donald Trump, whether you guys like it or not, Donald Trump has also contributed to WWE too as well. And don't get it twisted here. Just because I'm saying this doesn't mean I like Donald Trump. I still fucking hate Donald Trump. I don't care if he is our president. I fucking hate our president, Donald Trump. So anyways, and there's other people too that in the celebrity wing that they mentioned too, by the way. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he contributes to WWE as well, but not that much though. I guess you could say during the Attitude Era he did contribute a little bit when it comes to being on SmackDown and being up on Triple H and everything, and also being on Raw a couple of times and everything. Well, I think one time, if I'm not mistaken. Basically when it comes to promoting a movie, I believe it was. Yeah, it was back in 2014. That's when is when he did it. And not to mention, Arnold Schwarzenegger is in the WWE video game. I believe it's WWE 2K16, if I'm not mistaken. If not, I could be wrong. Where you could play Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's the Terminator and everything, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger did on the commercial where he's confronting Dean Ambrose, basically doing a remake of Terminator 2 Judgment Day. But yeah. Oh yeah, I'll tell you who doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame when it comes into the celebrity wing. Drew Carey. Drew Carey to me is a fucking joke of being in the Hall of Fame when it comes to the celebrity wing. Because all he did is appear at Royal Rumble. That was it. To me, Drew Carey in the Hall of Fame is a fucking joke. But anyways, but yeah, Kid Rock's in the Hall of Fame, and you know it's fine. Kid Rock being in the Hall of Fame is not a bad thing. So, also we see AJ Styles walking backstage, you know, lipping and everything a little bit. Nakamura walks up to him, and then Styles told Nakamura that he didn't need his help at Fastlane, which he never asked. I mean, whatever. He said that he should didn't need any help against Rusev and Aiden English, and Nakamura says, but you will need help every week until WrestleMania. He says until he connects it with his knee to the face, and there you go. Now, that being said, moving on. We get to Jey Uso, one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and Big E versus the Bludgeon Brothers, Harper, Rowan. So the match, actually before the match started, Uso, Jimmy and Big E goes on to attack, the Bludgeon Brothers, and then all of a sudden they get a steel chair, and they call on the Bludgeon Brothers to come in the ring. So the Bludgeon Brothers get their bludgeon hammers, get in the ring, they smash the table, and they smash the they hit the chairs out of their hands and everything, and they got out the ring, and the match got underway at this commercial break. So sure enough, we get to this match going on. Match itself was alright. Yeah, I thought it was alright. You know, it was obviously the first match of to start the show for SmackDown. But yeah, it was alright though, the way it was, because Big E wasn't acting like a bitch in this match, which I was all good with. So yeah, but in the end, the Bludgeon Brothers goes on the win, with the bludgeon bomb onto Jimmy Uso, and after the match they go after Big E from the outside, and that was it. The Bludgeon Brothers once again were wreaking havoc of the tag team division for SmackDown. Alright, next we get to Sami Zayn being interviewed by Renee Young about who's to blame of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens not being WWE champion. So Sami Zayn basically blames Shane McMahon for not winning the WWE championship at Fastlane, but he also blames Kevin Owens for also losing on Sunday. Damn it. And Sami Zayn said that Owens is a selfish, absurd egomaniac and played everyone perfectly, leading to into Fastlane. And we'll get to more about Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens later. Alright, folks. I think that was in the top of hour number 1, so let me see. Let me just double check here. Yes, that's in hour number 1. So talking about wrestling for hour number 1, 2 matches, which is not that bad. Because SmackDown's doing a nice build up for WrestleMania now, so which they're doing way more better than Raw was doing, for this week. Now we get to hour number 2, and hour number 2 will feature Charlotte Flair coming out to declare a promo. Basically, it's about Asuka, so let's get right to it. So Charlotte Flair wanted to come out here to ask to meet Asuka woman to woman. So sure enough, Asuka comes out. She does her entrance and everything. So basically, Charlotte Flair in her ring, with her wrestling gear on and her rope, and she's got her rope on, and you got Asuka also in her wrestling gear on, and she took her mask off and she kept her robe on. Basically, the battle of the robes when it comes to this one between Charlotte Flair's robe and Asuka's robe. Now Asuka wearing her wrestling gear made no sense because she didn't wrestle, but Charlotte Flair, I'll give her a pass on this one because I'll get to that later. So yeah, so Charlotte Flair, let's see, where is it? Okay, so Charlotte Flair first of all welcomes Asuka to SmackDown Live, and Asuka thanks Charlotte Flair for that, And Charlotte Flair says that about traveling the world defending her title. She talks about fans asking her at what will happen if she ever had the opportunity to face Asuka, because some people always this has been clamoring this dream match between Asuka versus Charlotte Flair, which is some people say it is a dream match and all that, and they're getting it. Which probably this dream match right now is gonna become an overkill for this year, folks. Let's be honest here. It's gonna be an overkill for this year when it comes to saying, oh, it's a dream match, it's a dream match, just like they did in 2016, and I think they did a little bit of that of 2017 as well. But anyways, um, so Charlotte Flair admits that she wanted Asuka to pick her for a title match at WrestleMania because she wants to challenge Asuka, and she says, while she never faced anyone like Asuka has never faced anyone like her. Okay, and Charlotte plans to end the streak and cement her legacy at WrestleMania, and then also Asuka says she chose Charlotte Flair because she likes a challenge. Which is fine. That was nice. Asuka she does love a challenge. So, and she says that Charlotte might be the queen, but she is the empress. And Asuka bows to no one because no one is ready for Asuka. And they did it on the face-off, and there you go. The match is on between Charlotte Flair, the SmackDown Women's Champion, versus the Empress of Tomorrow, the winner of the Royal Rumble 2018 when it comes to the Women's Rumble, Asuka. And folks, I cannot wait for this match. And obviously, y'all know who I'm rooting for. The Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. So there you go. Yeah, it was a good segment there. Good segment. And again, a nice build up for WrestleMania. Unlike Monday Night Raw. So next we get to the WWE Champion. I mean, we already saw the WWE Champion. I meant to say the WWE United States Champion, the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. So Randy Orton comes out, talks about how he's been called many things without the course of his career. I mean, throughout the course of his career. He says some good and some not good. He says, but now he is the United States Champion, the one title that he's never won for the last 16 years. And basically says that, and he says him winning the title has been one of his short and elite list of grand champion. Yeah, grand champions. Basically, he didn't name drop anyone that were United States champion that became Grand Slam champions, which I'm glad he didn't, because I'm pretty sure he would have mentioned this one person, which I don't want to mention him. But Warren says that a list that he cares about, guys like Ric Flair. Actually Triple H was never United States champion. My mistake there. So anyways, so Orange says that Rude earned his respect, but the title is now his, and he's taking it to WrestleMania. And he says no one's going to stop him from taking that to WrestleMania. So also when Bobby Roode comes out, so Bobby Roode interrupts and says that he wants his rematch at WrestleMania. And then Jinder Mahal comes out, and Jinder Mahal congratulates Randy Orton for becoming United States champion, and talks about how Bobby Roode will be defeated by Jinder Mahal, just like how he lost to Randy Orton last week. I mean, just like how Randy Orton lost to Mahal last week. I meant to say. So yeah, so this match leads to Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal, where he's been covered by Samuel Sin, while Randy Orton was sitting at ringside. With no headset on. Nakamura, I mean, basically like what Nakamura did earlier between Styles versus Rusev, with Aiden English at ringside. Now they did the same thing here with Rude and Mahal, with Samuel Singh at ringside, and Orton sitting on his chair there. So same thing they did. Excuse me. All right, so back to this. So we get the match between Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal. The match itself was pretty decent, between Roode and Mahal. And of course you got the the involvement of Samir Sin trying to distract Bobby Roode in the match and all that. And all of a sudden, Mahal seizes that opportunity to because of the distraction of Bobby Roode, because Bobby Roode was trying to go to the top and everything. Mahal trips him, and Bobby Roode clutched first onto the top turnbuckle. And Mahal goes for his Colossus. The Colossus, and gets a 3 count in the win over Bobby Roode. So Mahal, obviously obviously Jinder Mahal is going to be added at WrestleMania, and it's going to be a triple threat situation between Randy Orton for the WWE United States Championship. Not to mention you also got Bobby Roode who invoked his rematch clause. But now we're going to see where Jinder Mahal is going to be placed into as well, because Mahal has beaten Randy Orton last week, and this week he's beating Bobby Roode. So I'm assuming that next week it'll be announced that that he's going to be added to the match too, where it's going to be a triple threat situation. And yeah, there you go. So next we get to sorry folks, I forgot to mention this. Hold on a second, let me get to this. I gotta show you this. It was after the match. It was hilarious. Here we go. That was Randy Orton. The way he was running. I'm gonna show you again, folks. How funny it looked. It was so funny. The way Randy Orton ran to the ring and ran to Mahal. It was hilarious. Let me show you again. That was so funny. The way Randy Orton ran to the ring. The RKO Jinder Mahal. He had his hands up like this. Like, it was so hilarious. How Randy Orton did it, man. What's going on, bro? Like, what the hell was that? Randy Orton always had some awkward moments, but this was oh my god. It was the way he had his mouth open, the way he was like doing this. Like, that was so funny. Oh shit, that was so hilarious, man. But yeah, but that was that. So Mahal's gonna be added. It's gonna be added pretty soon. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be announced next week. So, other than that, yeah. I can't wait to see what they do next week. For SmackDown, when it comes to for the United States Championship situation. All right. What's next? What was next? Oh yeah, here we go, folks. Before I get to that, there was a backstage interview. Renee Young interviews Kevin Owens. So Kevin Owens basically replied to what Sami Zayn said, where Kevin Owens he thinks that Sami Zayn was blaming Kevin Owens for losing at Sunday. And Kevin Owens talks about how he got screwed over first by because of Shane McMahon, and it says because of that little stunt Sami pulled. Kevin Owens calls him a liar and a manipulator, and it says that he calls him out he calls himself the rightful WWE champion. Kevin Owens calls himself that, and basically questions why he even needed Shane McMahon at rings. Why did they need Shane McMahon at ringside anyway? With Shane McMahon being at ringside and everything. During that match from Fastlane, and he says that the McMahons always wants attention, which is kind of true, by the way. Which Mr. Rick and Jay, you got a point there about that. The McMahon wants attention, all that, and we're gonna get that too. So, anyways, so yeah, that was Kevin Owens' interview, and we'll get to more about Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn later about the whole situation. All right, so next we get to a video package on that aired on Raw, just like with the Hall of Fame, about WWE's going to do the first ever, the Fabulous Moolah Memorial Battle Royal, for the women's. And folks, it's something you should know about that. The Fabulous Moolah Memorial Battle Royal is right now getting a lot of backlash from these WWE fans. From what they heard about the Fabulous Moolah, or why WWE is honoring the Fabulous Moolah. Basically, of her being a trailblazer and all that, and everything about being a women's wrestler and all that, and all that. That's not the problem. The problem is how the Fabulous Moolah was behind the scenes of when it comes to being a wrestler and a person, but most likely being who she was as a person. And folks, it is not a good story about that. I heard crazy stories about this. Holy shit! This made me questions about WWE. Why are they honoring the Fabulous Moolah when it comes to this battle? When it comes to this battle royal? And folks, it's not good. It is not good at all. So I don't know what WWE's gonna do with this now, because a lot of people in this petitions too, where they wanted to change the name because of the Fabulous Moolah's reputation behind the scenes of professional wrestling, of what she's done to these female wrestlers. And folks, again, if you don't know about that story, look it up. It is an insane story. Basically it's about the truth about the Fabulous Moolah, and what the WWE needs to do. They need to listen to the petitions that everyone's has made online, and change the name, because if they don't change the name, then WWE is gonna look bad because of this, and they really need to think about doing that. Mr. Rick and Jay, uploading a video later on tonight about Fabulous Moolah. Yep. Mr. Rick and Jay, I know you're gonna say about Fabulous Moolah, and man, it's crazy. It is crazy, folks. Believe me, it is an insane story, and you'll understand why these fans are upset about the WWE honoring the Fabulous Moolah. So WWE needs to do the right thing, and they need to change the name. They need to listen to that petition and listen to the backlash of the fans, because if they don't listen to the fans, that's gonna be another example of why WWE doesn't listen to their fans. Not because what the fans want when it comes to their favorite wrestlers, but WWE really needs to get their ass out of their ears, and really listen to the fans in a respectful way, and when it comes to about their feelings about the Fabulous Moolah, what they heard about her behind the scenes. Hopefully WWE does the right thing, and we'll see what happens on Monday Night on Raw. Because Monday Night on Raw, it's going to be the next live TV show, and they really need to address this, and they really need to think about this. They need to change the name of the Memorial Battle Royal and come up with someone else. You can't come up with Mae Young because they already did saying that honor Mae Young, and that's called the Mae Young Classic tournament that they did back basically last year. Mr. Rick and Jay, yeah, let's remove Chris Benoit's name from the record books and let's make a Memorial Battle Royal for the Fabulous Moolah. I agree. You got a point there. You got a point there. And not to mention, Fabulous Moolah is in the WWE Hall of Fame too. She's a Hall of Famer. And it wouldn't surprise me if the fans also want her to be removed from the Hall of Fame too. If they renamed let me see, Gino. If they rename, they should name after a woman that came before Fabulous Moolah. Yeah, they should. But the question is, who should they? Yeah, that's my question. And some people want to call it the China Memorial Battle Royal. I don't think so. Now, I'm not saying that China doesn't deserve to be remembered when it comes to it, but think about how China died. She died because of a drug overdose, and also because of what China did after WWE, which obviously I'm not fully blaming China for that one, about her downfall. But let's face it, WWE wants to honor if WWE wants to honor a woman after them when it comes to the Battle Royal or whatever. China is not a good way to go either, because think about it, the way that she died, that because she died of a drug overdose, that she's been dealing with after she left WWE and everything, because of her drug problems and drinking habits and all that. So no, they got to get something else with that too. So hold on a second, Mr. Rick and Jay. Didn't know anyone doing a porn is worse than what Fabulous Moolah did to her students. Yep, folks. Yeah, again, if you don't know that story, folks, it's a story that you need to know about Fabulous Moolah and why the fans are upset about WWE honoring her when it comes to this Memorial Battle Royal. And that's another thing. WWE, they already made the trophy too, by the way. They already made the trophy of Fabulous Moolah and everything. But that's it. So do I think WWE is going to change it after they made the trophy? I don't think so. But WWE but if WWE doesn't does not do anything about this, then the WWE is officially has turned their backs on their fans, and it completely ignoring the fans about this and everything, and you basically you know what I'm saying basically. So, but speaking of Fabulous Moolah, something happened in this match when it comes to that too though. Hold on a second, Mr. Rick and Jay. Either they're too stupid, they don't remember, or they just don't give a fuck. Well, we'll see what happens on Monday. If they continue on with this one, then they are too stupid. And here's the thing. Obviously they do remember. They got it's out there. It's been out there for years, but I just never knew about that. But I didn't, basically when it comes to Fabulous Moolah, I knew that she was bullying these women backstage, but I didn't know how she was bullying them. I always heard about her taking advantage of these women and taking their monies and everything. Of the monies that these women had earned when it comes to their when it comes to wrestling. Basically taking their share of the money, or maybe or worse, maybe or taking all of it. Like, wow, Travis Muller was a horrible person, and it's come from someone like me who used to like the Travis Muller. I'm used to like her because she is a trailblazer and everything. After hearing about this, I'm like, fuck, man, unbelievable. But yeah, let's see what WWE does. If they don't answer this, then they are too stupid. And the third one, they just don't give a fuck. And if they don't give a fuck, that tells you enough about how they treat their customers and their fans. And obviously when it comes to that, it's something that we've been trying to tell on these people for years, which they don't want to hear. They want to ignore us and everything. Let's see that they ignore this one now. Let's see these fans defend the WWE of this one. What comes to the Fabulous what comes to honoring the Fabulous Moolah. But let's move on. We'll see what WWE does for that one. So next we get to Naomi versus Carmella. If you remember, Carmella is the holder of the briefcase. So in this match, match was, I thought it was alright. I didn't care for the match at all, but I still watched it though. And I thought it was alright for what it was. These two look like they could work a good match. If WWE allowed them to wrestle. For like about a good 5 minutes or maybe longer. But all they got was like about I believe 2 to 3 minutes, I believe. And Carmella in this match says that she is the modern day. And here it is, folks. Carmella called herself the modern day Fabulous Moolah. Okay. In this match, Carmella, because she was beating down on Naomi, and then she shot out in this match saying that she is the modern day Fabulous Moolah. Now I'm assuming she means making money, because the Fabulous Moolah loves making money. But after hearing about how Fabulous Moolah made money back then, ridiculous, by the way. But that's not. I'm pretty sure Carmella didn't mean like that. I'm pretty sure people are going to give her backlash for that too. By the way, after hearing that, no, Carmella's not. It's not. No, Carmella's not. It's not like the Fabulous Moolah. If you hear her shoots before, what comes to her being interviewed and everything, she's not at the Fabulous Moolah. What comes to behind the scenes, what she meant was she's the modern day Fabulous Moolah. What comes to making money, and what comes to her being a wrestler. That's what she meant. So don't give any backlash to Carmella because of that. So Carmella doesn't pimp out women like the Fabulous Moolah did and all that. So basically, in the end, Carmella wins the match, which I'm surprised, by the way. Let me see, Mr. Rick and Jay, what we gotta say there? What the fuck? They even mentioned her on the show. LOL. I mean, oh wow. Yeah, I know. Well, let's keep it. Let's not also forget too, by the way. When they announced this on Raw. And they did it on SmackDown last night too, by the way, when they mentioned it. They didn't think there was get any they didn't think any backlash to this was gonna affect this at all. But again, we gotta see what they do. We gotta wait and see. Hopefully they do change the name, because everyone on YouTube, on Twitter, everyone on social medias are not happy about this whole thing of honoring the Fabulous Moolah, because of who she really is behind the scenes. Alright, now we get to the final segment. Shane McMahon, who makes his WrestleMania 34 announcement. First, he talks about what happened from Fastlane, which we already seen that early, so there's no need to mention that. And it talks about how Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn has been wreaking havoc of the McMahon family and everything because of Kevin Owens attacking his dad, Reno, and this whole thing with making this personal and like Reno, and then the whole thing with Hell in a Cell with Sami Zayn getting involved, and like Reno. Why are you telling us that we already know? We've seen this already. Why are you telling us this? So sure enough, Shane McMahon got to the point, and he basically makes an announcement that next week Daniel Bryan's gonna show up. The SmackDown general manager. Yes, he's still there, and he's still alive. But yeah, Shane McMahon made that announcement, and crowds were upset that Daniel Bryan wasn't there. I mean, people didn't notice that he was not there for the last 2 weeks. So yeah, Daniel Bryan will make his return next week, but he's gonna do this alone because Shane McMahon made an announcement that Shane McMahon is gonna be stepping down. You heard me right, folks. Shane McMahon, who's gonna be stepping down as SmackDown commissioner. And this is the word he said here. He says effective immediately. But comes to him, his defiant leave of absence as commissioner. He's stepping down, and Daniel Bryan will be in charge of SmackDown as the SmackDown general manager until Daniel Bryan is gone from WWE. By the way, it's only a matter of time that Daniel Bryan's gonna be gone from WWE, folks. So anyways, so Shane McMahon says, but before he does step down, he says he wants to make one more match, and that it's going to lead to it's going to happen at WrestleMania. It's going to be Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, and there you go. And also, when Kevin Owens comes out, he says finally a decision that he agrees with, that Shane McMahon stepping down, and he basically wishes Shane McMahon of his future endeavors. And I say to myself, what was he, John Laurinaitis now? My name is Mr. John Laurinaitis, and I am the Executive Vice President of Talent Relation and the General Manager of Raw and SmackDown. And I would like to inform you of your future endeavors. I mean, I wish you well of your future endeavors, because you're fired. Yeah, remember John Laurinaitis? People power. So anyways, sorry about that. So anyways, so yeah, Kevin Owens saying how Shane McMahon says that's a stupid announcement that he made for WrestleMania, and also Shane McMahon comes out and he talks about but first he gets in Kevin Owens' face and everything, and then he talks to Shane McMahon about Shane McMahon is doing this because he made him so happy to hear these people are cheering on him and everything and all that and blah blah blah. And he's like, thank God that you're leaving and everything. And Shane McMahon was looking confused and everything. It's like I know you guys are mad. He's like I'm giving you guys the opportunity to go to WrestleMania and everything. This is your chance and everything. And Kevin was like, oh, we appreciate that. And he says, well, and also you also appreciate this. And also in Sami Zayn, Kevin also attacks Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon was fighting back a little bit, and then Owens and Zayn got the better of him. Sami Zayn with the hula kick onto Shane McMahon in the corner. And a pop-up powerbomb. And by the way, Kevin Owens wailed on Shane McMahon, and Shane McMahon went bam head first back of his head, hitting the canvas, and like holy shit. And also we get referees coming in. 2 referees got their ass kicked by Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Oh man, and we got 2 other referees out there too, by the way. Excuse me. Hold on a second. What we got here? Gino, Bryan Danielson back in Ring of Honor will be awesome. Yes, it will be. Not only as Bryan Danielson, but as the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. So yeah, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for Daniel Bryan to be leaving WWE. So also Shane McMahon is outside the ring. Sami Zayn gets the steel chair, wraps, and Kevin Owens puts Shane McMahon's head into the chair, and then both Zayn and Owens grabs Shane McMahon throws him into the ring steps. I mean the ring post, I meant to say. With a chair wrapped around his neck and everything, and Shane McMahon was like this. It's like his own. He was like basically like this. It was hilarious. Um, Mr. Rick and J. Who cares about Daniel Bryan? Brian Danielson, he's just a jobber. LOL. Yeah, he was a jobber when he first came in too. By the way. I gotta show you something, folks. Here, it was this whole Shane McMahon beatdown with Shane McMahon selling and everything. It was hilarious, hilarious. Hold on, let me get to it. I want to show you how that this on the spot look with Shane McMahon getting his ass kicked. And also I'm gonna put up on the volume. All right, here we go. You seen that? He's like this. Like he got killed. All right, I'm gonna show you the other part now. Oh, what happened with Shane McMahon? All right, here we go. It's basically they dragged Shane McMahon backstage. They after they did with Shane McMahon at ringside. They dragged him on all the way back to finish the job. So here we go.
Come on, let's do it.
Gino, yeah, you said you said right there, yeah, Nick. You, that was hilarious, man. That was so fucking funny. What the fuck was that? was the crowd laughing? What? Well, I'll tell you what was that, Mr. Rick and Jay. That was Shane McMahon selling. Holy shit, man! I was cracking up, man. Like I know it's supposed it's this supposed this no it was not supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be a serious thing, but this was oh my god, that was hilarious. That was supposed to be a serious thing with Shane McMahon getting his ass kicked and everything. Basically Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn attempting murder on Shane McMahon because Shane McMahon was having trouble breathing. Like, holy shit, man! I couldn't stop laughing. I don't know how many times I watched this video. Oh shit, it was hilarious, man. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a GIF around that and everything, and there's gonna be a lot of sound effects with this tune and everything. But probably there's already been they already made a lot of videos of this with different sound effects of this. I haven't seen all of it yet, but I haven't got to see it yet. I meant to say, but it was hilarious. Mr. Rick and Jay, Shane's so better than Cena though. Oh yeah, you not. Oh yeah, trust me, you will not see John Cena selling like that. Shane McMahon knows how to sell. That's one of Shane McMahon's best selling he's ever done. Which it was hilarious too, by the way. It was so funny. So, anyways, and that was the end of the show. That was the end of SmackDown. Holy shit! Oh man, that I couldn't stop laughing when I saw that. That was unintentional comedy. That was unintentional comedy at its finest. Mr. Rick and Jay. Next thing you hear, yeah, no chance. Oh fuck. I guess I can talk about it now. So, the rumor mill for the WrestleMania for what comes to Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens after what they did with Shane McMahon, because Mr. Rick and Jay just let me know about this. It's gonna be Kevin Owens. Basically, it's not gonna be the original plan when it comes to Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn after what happened with Shane McMahon last night. Of what I'm hearing, which if the rumors are true, what Mr. Rick and Jay told me about, it's gonna be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon, a 72-year-old man who look like he's broken down, look like who can barely walk, is going to be wrestling again. Why? I know why. Because another rumor out there, folks, Daniel Bryan refuses to wrestle at WrestleMania. Because keep in mind, folks, original plans, it was supposed to be either Shane McMahon versus Daniel Bryan, or it was either supposed to be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan. But Daniel Bryan refused to wrestle for WrestleMania because the way he was being booked on SmackDown when it comes to the for the WrestleMania build-up. So now the best option they could come up with is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon. Wait and see next week, folks, until we get to that point. But it wouldn't surprise me if they announced this on Raw because Vince McMahon's gonna be on Raw, even though he's on Raw. He's always on Raw, but he's always backstage, when it comes to being in the gorilla position. But still, he's gonna be there on Raw though, because he guarantees that Brock Lesnar's gonna be there and everything for Raw. Fuck that stupid storyline. So yeah, don't be surprised if Vince McMahon's gonna be on Raw and on SmackDown. In the same week for next week, in 1 week, I'll be on TV basically. So, Mr. Rick and Jay, even though he retired a few years ago because because these pussies were afraid of him being more over than Reigns. Oh my god. Holy shit, man! What the fuck, man? Why? Like seriously, this is ridiculous. But we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. I don't know. But anyways, now let's get to talk about wrestling for hour number 2 for SmackDown. So talk about wrestling for hour number 2 for SmackDown. 2 matches. So talking about wrestling for SmackDown overall for March 13th, 2018. 4 matches. That's talking about wrestling because you got 2 matches from the hour number 1. And no 2 matches for hour number 2, which adds to 4 matches for SmackDown. So more overall for the show. I thought the show was pretty good though. Even in the end of that show with Shane McMahon, holy shit, that was funny. So I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. Yeah, 7. I'm gonna give it a good 7 out of 10 rating for SmackDown. It was a good show. Gino, what you gotta say here? When Hunter gets, when Hunter get Vince's age, WWE going to make him wrestle LOL. He should not be wrestling anymore. Like seriously. But whatever. Now before we get to 205 Live results, when we first get to this quick results of the WWE Mixed Match Challenge, with Corey Graves, Beth Phoenix, and Michael Cole on commentary for this one. So you got Bobby Roode and Charlotte Flair, and remember I talked about this earlier. that Charlotte Flair was in a ring gear for good reason. This is why, because after SmackDown was over, they did the mixed match challenge, where Charlotte Flair was in a ring gear, obviously. So basically, we have Bobby Roode and Charlotte Flair versus Rusev and Lana, with Roode and Flair going over on Rusev and Lana. Moving on. There you go. There you go. And if you ask me if I watched it, nope. I don't give a fuck about the mixed match challenge. But I want to give you the results of it. Quick one, just a quickie one, and there you go. 205 Live, from Indiana again, same place, same place, yeah, like from SmackDown, and the mixed match challenge, Indiana. But this time your commentators for 205 Live, the show from March 13th, 2018, Nigel McGuinness and Vic Joseph. So the match opens up first with Hideo Itami and Akira Tozawa versus Lince Dorado and Gran Metalik, with Kalisto at ringside. So the match happens. A pretty good match between the two. Between the two teams of Hideo and Tozawa versus Dorado and Metalik. Back and forth tag team action between these two teams, and in the end, you got Hideo going over on Metalik and gets the win over on the team. So yeah, your winners were Hideo Itami and Akira Tozawa. After the match, Hideo was standing over Metalik, and then we get Dorado getting the face of Hideo, and then also we get Kalisto in the ring to hold back Dorado, and Tozawa holding back Hideo. And there you go. So basically, it's going to lead to a match between Hideo Itami versus Lince Dorado. I can't wait for that match, by the way. I'm joking here. I'm being serious. I am looking forward to this match between Hideo Itami versus Lince Dorado, because 205 Live has now become a better wrestling show. Ever since Mrs. Matt has turned her over to Triple H. Triple H is now in charge of 205 Live, and it's gotten better. 205 Live has now become a better show because of the wrestling standpoint. Let's get to Roderick Strong. We get a video package of Roderick Strong about who he is and everything, and about him being a part of 205 Live to be in this tournament, and he wants to go to WrestleMania. Pretty good video package. Showcasing Roderick Strong about his career and all that, about him being a family man now, and yeah, Roderick Strong, man, he is obviously has won me over when it comes to this and everything. So yeah, also Roderick Strong, man, he's getting it done, by the way, not only on 205 Live but on NXT. By the way, when it comes to Roderick Strong, he's better than the 205 Live. He doesn't need he doesn't need 205 Live. He doesn't need the cruiserweight division. He can do this without the cruiserweight division. When it comes to him being a superstar in WWE. But whatever. Next we get to Drake Maverick, who is the 205 Live general manager. Those you may know him as Rockstar Spud. He's basically known as Drake Maverick. So he's on commentary with Nigel McGuinness and Vic Joseph to call this match between Gentleman Jack Gallagher versus Murphy Myers. Who's Murphy Myers is, I have no idea. But he looks alright as a wrestler. But match happens. Obviously Jack Gallagher was dominating the match and everything. And basically he's getting on the attention of Drake Maverick. And basically Murphy Myers getting some offense, but then Jack Gallagher gets the better of him. Goes for his devastating headbutt, the way he delivers it, and gets a 3 count in the win. So yeah, your winner, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, showcasing his dominance, and he's ruthless. He's aggressive, and yeah, I love this new Jack Gallagher and all that, with him being a heel and not wearing a suit, doesn't need the carry stuff in the umbrella. This is the Jack Gallagher that I love to see on 205 Live. So there you go. By the way, someone says something here. Gino. Oh yeah, you said that right. Oh, Arizona State. What's up, man? What's up? Oh yeah, I'm a player, huh? Why am I a player? Why am I a player? Hold on a second. Let me do something here. Yeah, I'm a player now, right? I'm just saying. Okay. Oh man. Thanks to Arizona State. So anyways, yeah, but yeah, that was, well, hold on a second. Gino, what you said there? Oh wait, first, Arizona State. He's too pale. Oh, yeah, yeah, I know, he's too pale. You could say the same thing with Sheamus, Ruby Riott, Aiden English, Paige. Yeah. Anyways, now Gino. Gino, is you, wait, is you have Pokemon, inspired? Oh, Pokemon? Well, hold on a second. I'll be right back. Pokemon, gotta catch them all. There's your Pokemon inspire cap here, because of the Pokemon League Ash had that Ash and Ketchum war. So there you go. Pokemon. There you go. But yeah, this hat right here, I got this hat because Michael Jackson worn this type of hat. That's why. That, when Michael Jackson, during the time Michael Jackson was doing the era of his album Bad. Yeah, that's why I bought this hat, because Michael Jackson wore this hat, the way it looks too. So those who never saw that picture, yeah, that was the this is the type of hat Michael Jackson wore back in the 80s. Arizona State swag. Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Arizona State. Did people mark out for Byron Saxton? Nope, they didn't, and I'm glad they didn't too. By the way, because SmackDown was a good show. People actually care about the show SmackDown this time. Because again, the few people that chanted on his name and Fastlane probably didn't care about the match that was given them on that night. And maybe because they felt like they were bored and they want to be part of the show, because they're diatribes, but whatever. But back to this. So they also get Cedric Alexander of his video package, because about his career, with him being part of the Cruiserweight Classic tournament back in 2016, and basically showing that he's come a long way. Where he's gotten so many opportunities to become a cruiserweight champion, but never got the chance to do it because couple things got in the way. Like distractions of his enemies, Enzo Amore being suspended and then being fired because of that allegation and all that. Which he didn't mention that, by the way. I'm just saying that's why he became cruiserweight champion. Which, by the way, it's a blessing in disguise because of that. Because the way they build up Cedric Alexander right now, I think it's working right now. With Cedric Alexander is now getting over. With the fans that are now into Cedric Alexander after this match that he had with Roderick Strong, which it was the semifinals of this tournament. Well, I'll get to it when I get to it. But yeah, nice video package of Cedric Alexander though. It was very good and well done. Also we get to a video package of Mustafa Ali. Basically, he's cutting a promo. He's somewhere in a dark room, and we see someone come from the from the doorway, and basically this person walking, he's creeping up to him, and basically while Mustafa Ali's is talking, this guy again creeping up to him. We don't know who he is, but basically Mustafa Ali was talking about back in I think he was in high school, something like that. That he was dealing with a situation where a bully was bullying his friend and everything, and he did not at the time. And then as he was growing up rough and everything in Chicago and all that, he dealt with bullies all his life and everything and all that. basically kind of a promo about bullies and everything, and how to overcome bullies. All of a sudden, this person walking up behind him goes up to him, and I think he may have beat him up after that. Because after that, they didn't show anything after that. I'm like, wow, that was creepy. In fact, let me find it for you. I can show you folks. Just to show you what I'm talking about. Let me just try and find it. All right, let me see. I hope it's there. By the way, I just hope it's there. All right. There's something about Kalisto, Dorado, and Metalik there. I don't see it. I see mixed match challenge. Who gives a fuck about that? Okay, it's not here. Whatever. But anyways, Arizona State. Was Cena on SmackDown? Nope. And thank God he wasn't. He's staying on Raw, which he should be staying on Raw because SmackDown is a better show while Cena right now. Arizona State SmackDown was a good show, by the way. I give it a 7 out. I give it a 7 out of 10. I don't know if you're interested to see SmackDown. You're probably not gonna. I don't think you're gonna enjoy SmackDown, but I thought it was a good show though. But if you want, you always see clips on it on YouTube. So, what was it here? Do you watch OTRS Central on YouTube? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I see what obviously he's done. Sometimes he annoys me. But he knows his wrestling though. He does know his wrestling. But with that being said, back to 205 Live. Because we get to this match. On the final match that was on the card here, and it'll feature a semifinals for the Cruiserweight Championship tournament. Roderick Strong versus Cedric Alexander. Winner of this match will go to the finals of WrestleMania. Arizona State. He calls SmackDown retard Raw. Wow. Well, that's Road Dogg's fault. He's the fucking turbo head writer for SmackDown. But I thought this week I thought it was alright though. Do I think Road Dogg was in charge of that writing of it? I don't think so. But I don't know. But whatever. And so, anyways, what was gonna do? Oh yeah, the match. Roderick Strong versus Cedric Alexander. Excuse me. And folks, I want to also point out about Cedric Alexander and Roderick Strong. These two guys, they wrestled each other before. If you've never seen Ring of Honor, these two are wrestled each other numerous times in Ring of Honor, including that the pay-per-view they had back in 2014, Best in the World. Roderick Strong versus Cedric Alexander, and that was the time when Cedric Alexander was not even in the cruiserweight class, of the weight, of that weight. And looking back at Cedric Alexander at the time, he had a decent build, but now look at him now. Now he's got a tremendous build. So as far as the match between Cedric Alexander and Roderick Strong, could this match live up to the hype of they have the best in the world? Nope. But it was still a good match though, folks. This match was incredible. But his rep in the match. So yeah, like I said, winner between Roderick Strong versus Cedric Alexander, two guys from Ring of Honor, will go to the finals of the tournament to become Cruiserweight champion at WrestleMania. So we get both of them with some good offense to start the match, with some good, but also some good chain wrestling too. Also we see Drew Gulak watching on backstage because Drew Gulak is concerned who's going to be going to the finals because Drew Gulak's going to be involved against Mustafa Ali in the finals of the tournament of the Cruiserweight Championship, which I'm assuming it's going to be next week too. By the way, and speaking of Mustafa Ali, we also see a video of him watching on backstage too of the match too, because again he's concerned. He's concerned to see who's going to be going to the finals. In case if Mustafa Ali beats Drew Gulak to face the winner of this match, between Strong and Alexander to go to the finals of the tournament. And so yeah, back to the match though. So Strong knocks Alexander off the top rope, driving him face first into the turnbuckle. Nice spot. Strong quickly capitalized, working over Alexander by grounding him and taunting him, saying you're not going to WrestleMania and everything and all that. And that only fueled Alexander on the battle back, even against the odds. Basically even the odds. I meant to say even in the odds. Excuse me. Alexander drops Strong with the lumbar check, but Strong gets to basically his finishing move. But Strong gets his foot on the rope. And then two of them kept battling in the ring, and they battle on the apron. And Strong picks up Alexander, and tosses him onto the back first onto the corner buckle. Like holy shit, that was awesome, man. And that's one of the reasons why that Roger Strong is called the Messiah, a backbreaker. So Strong's looking for a count of victory, but Alexander gets in the ring at the count of 9. And it's showing some resistance to battle back into this match. So Strong goes for a superplex. Nice superplex, by the way, by Roger Strong. Nice stiff, a nice clean, picture perfect superplex off the top rope. Alexander exchanged some blows to Strong. However, Strong ends up going for the end of Heartaches, and goes for a cover. But Alexander gets his foot on the rope, chasing what Strong did when Alexander went for the lumbar check earlier in the match. Basically, they went for the finishing moves onto each other, only for both of them to get the on the bottom ropes, to break up the pin, because again, Cedric Alexander with a lumbar check, Strong gets his foot on the rope. Then later on, in a Heartaches. And a heartache by Strong, and Alexander did the same thing like Strong did earlier. So the match continues on. Nice match, and guys, this was an unbelievable match between Cedric Alexander and Roger Strong. Gino, I think Cedric thought that this lumbar. Hold on. I think Cedric thought of his lumbar check backbreaker because Strong's backbreaker finisher. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I get what you mean there. Gino, both moves are similar. Yeah, it is weird. Yeah, it is weird to think about it too. Because the way that Cedric Alexander does his lumbar check, he gets you in the back, basically going for a back suplex, but then instead of going for a back suplex, he turns to a lumbar choke with both knees, like a backstabber type of move. Roger Strong, on the other hand, he gets you in the front, gives you a suplex. He's going to give you a superplex. He's going to give you a suplex, but then turns your body around, and then boom with both knees. The backstabber type of move. So now let's get to the closing on this match. So Cedric and Roddy are standing toe to toe here and all that. They're beating each other up and all that. And the Strong once again takes control with an impactful knee strike to the face. And I remember one point in the match, Alexander went for that impactful knee. The impactful elbow, spin back elbow to Strong. Nice one, and that he always does too. And all. So Roger Strong tried to go for a move. Basically his finishing move to end the heartache. But then Cedric Alexander counters it and goes for an inside cradle, folds him up very well, and gets an upset victory over Roger Strong to advance to the tournament to the tournament finals at WrestleMania, and Cedric Alexander was getting a nice ovation from the crowds too and all. After the match, Strong nodded to Cedric Alexander, and Cedric nodded back at him, and Roderick leaves the ring. So after the match, we get Dasha interviewing Cedric Alexander, and as he's about to cut his promo. I mean, basically a promo in this interview with Dasha. The crowds are chanting to Cedric Alexander. They're chanting his name, and they were chanting, "You deserve it." And then he's like, "No, I didn't deserve it. I earned it." And he talks about this was important to him, and he talks about this victory was dedicated to his daughter at home watching him. And he says this the important this is the most important win of his life, because he's taking excuse me, it's taking him to the grand stage of the mall, WrestleMania, which by the way is probably gonna be on the pre-show. By the way, that's another thing. How sad it's gonna be that with this match, with this whole Cruiserweight Championship tournament going on, that that's gonna lead to WrestleMania. It's gonna end up being on the pre-show. How ridiculous that's gonna be. We all know that Cruiserweight Championship title match is not gonna be on when it comes to the finals. It's not gonna be on the main card of WrestleMania. It's gonna be on the pre-show card of WrestleMania. How ridiculous is that gonna be? This deserves to be on the main event card. I mean not the main event of the closest show. I meant to say the main card. I meant to say, this deserves to be on the main card of WrestleMania. These guys are working so hard to make 205 Live and the Cruiserweight division, the best they can. With Triple H having a hand in it, along with Drake Maverick, Rockstar Spud. And it'll be pathetic if this doesn't end up being on the main show of WrestleMania. But we'll see. But we'll see. We'll see what WWE does with this. And now we need one more match to undergo, besides that one match that's gonna lead to WrestleMania, to crown a new Cruiserweight champion, and that is Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak. Whoever wins that match gets to face Cedric Alexander at WrestleMania to become the new Cruiserweight champion. So there you go. Who I want to win and between Mustafa Ali and Drew Gulak. Well, to be honest with you, I want Mustafa Ali to win, but I wouldn't be mad, and I will not be shocked if Drew Gulak wins this tournament against Mustafa Ali next week, which I'm assuming it is next. I'm assuming it's gonna be next week though. So, but we'll see. So that was in the 205 Live. So talking about wrestling for 205 Live, 3 matches. And my overall scoring for the show, 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, 7.5 out of 10. I'll give it. Very, very good show. Love the matches on the card here. I love how 205 Live now has become a better 205 Live under the management of Triple H. So that being said, I'm done, folks. I'm wrap up from there. Thank you all for watching. This was your WWE SmackDown and 205 Live review from March 13th, 2018. And I thought these shows were fantastic. 205 Live doing a good job when it comes to the Cruiserweights and building up for WrestleMania when it comes to making this tournament for the Cruiserweight Championship. SmackDown's doing a good job when it comes to the build for WrestleMania. Raw, on the other hand, trash. So, if this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., the Natural Born Thriller, the Good Boy Gone Bad. And if you don't like it, beat it, because no one wants to be defeated. And please subscribe. If you enjoy this video, give it a like. If you didn't enjoy this video, give it a dislike. The choice is yours, and yours alone. And with that being said, y'all take care. And a shout out to all you over the like, comments, and everything. Gino, Arizona State, Mr. Rican J, TM. I believe it was there, right? Yeah, you were TM. And yeah, that's it. So y'all take care. Peace on the streets.